Hey everybody, welcome back to Here Pal here. Over here today with a new little guitar that we just bought for my son. He's starting to learn how to play, and just wanted to say a quick couple words about this. If somebody is getting an instrument like this for their child or for themselves, there's a couple of things that you really want to take a look at. I don't know if this came like this from the factory. We did buy it used, but we bought it from a young man who basically thought he would want a smaller scale guitar. This is a 3/4 scale guitar, short scale, and he realized that he actually was feeling better on a full-size guitar. So he basically said he only played this like a handful of times, and then he sold it to us. So I imagine that this probably came exactly as it is. It had the original strings on it. I just took off the strings. I just want to show you a few things. Look at these tuning pegs. They are extremely loose, so you can actually see them just wiggling, like they're just completely loose. Like we have to tighten these back down. I'm going to try to do that. Most of them are like really loose. You can see this one, I mean, they're really loose. This is going to cause all sorts of tuning instability. A lot of people complain about this guitar, saying that the tuning stability is bad. I strongly suspect that if you just simply take off the cheap strings that came with it and tighten these up, this will also add a lot of stability, and maybe use a little bit heavier gauge as well, because it's a short scale, so it should still be extremely playable. Now the other thing I want to show you here is the bridge. I have never in my life seen something like this. Look at this thing. It's just completely almost loose. I don't know if it's because the screws were just not brought down flush with the bridge itself, or I don't know. I haven't even put a screwdriver to it yet, but if this left the factory like this, I'm extremely kind of shocked and surprised. I kind of expect better. I know it's an inexpensive guitar, but I mean, Squier does have a pretty good reputation, I would say, at this point, and this is very strange. I am not knocking them because, again, I don't know. I did not get the guitar new, so I don't know if maybe the person we bought it from had done things to it. Maybe he loosened things, but it seems incredibly unlikely to me, so I would say that it's very much more likely that this left the factory like this, and it's very surprising. So I'm going to see what I can do, tightening these back. Hopefully the screws will move correctly, and hopefully things aren't stripped out, and maybe it's possible they didn't even drill these holes right. Some of the screws look like they're a little bit not like perpendicular to the body. It's kind of hard to tell from here. Also, the bridge itself is adjusted kind of poorly. You can see this last for the high E, the second to the last set screw, it's like all twisted in this way. It's like angled. Very strange. I'm going to try to adjust all of this and set it up with some new strings, do a basic setup. The truss rod, I'm sure, needs to be adjusted because it looks like it's dead flat when I checked it before I removed the strings. So we'll see. I'm going to try to get it playable. I'll probably do maybe some subsequent videos about this, but for now I just wanted to share that. And yeah, if anybody's buying one of these guitars, I would say definitely, kind of take the strings off, at least do a basic cleaning, check all this stuff is tightened at least. I mean, this is definitely going to cause tuning instability as well as the tuners themselves. So it could be helpful to somebody, especially if you're starting out or you're buying this for your child and they don't know how to do their own setup yet, and maybe you don't know how to do a setup, even without changing anything else like intonation or anything, but just making sure that everything is tightened correctly. That's already going to help you. And I guess the last thing is here with the string trees. I did notice that they're kind of angled slightly wrong, I think, so I'm going to loosen this a little bit, get them set up correctly with the strings to be running exactly parallel with the line of the strings. And the other thing was that the nut, while it's cut actually seemingly to the right height, I did notice that the B string was really tight and pinging in here. So I think maybe just a little bit of graphite in there, or a tiny bit of a scrape. If it's a little too narrow, that might be in order as well. But I don't want to mess with the nut unless I really need to, but I'll check it out later. And yeah, I think I'll end the video here for now. If you like this kind of video, let me know, leave a thumbs up, and see you in another video soon. Bye.